There is a specific kind of loneliness that has nothing to do with being alone. You can be standing in a crowded room, surrounded by friends, family, or colleagues. And yet, you feel like you are watching the scene from behind a glass wall. You hear them laughing at things you don't find funny. You see them stressing over things that seem trivial. You watch them engage in the game of life, the career ladders, the social status, the small talk, and you can't shake the feeling that it's all performance. It's all fake. Society tells us that high intelligence is a gift. We are told that the smarter you are, the more successful, happy, and connected you will be. But if you are listening to this, you probably know the truth. You know that intelligence is not just a tool for solving problems. It is a tool for creating them. The Norwegian philosopher Peter Wessel Zapffe argued that humans didn't just evolve, we over-evolved. He believed that for a certain type of person, the deep thinker, the highly intelligent consciousness is not a blessing. It is a biological disaster. If you have ever felt like an alien in your own life, if you feel like you've outgrown the people around you, it's not because you're broken. It's because your mind is doing exactly what it was designed to do, and that is terrifying. Today, we are going to explore why high intelligence ensures loneliness and how to survive the burden of being too conscious. To understand why you feel this way, we have to look at nature. Look at a deer or a cat. They are biological successes. They have exactly enough intelligence to find food, reproduce, and avoid danger. When they aren't threatened, they are at peace. They don't lay awake at night worrying about their legacy, or the heat death of the universe, or whether they said the wrong thing at a party 3 years ago. Zapffe called this the biological paradox. He argued that humans are the only species that has acquired a damaging surplus of consciousness. Think of it like this. Evolution gave a prehistoric deer heavy antlers to fight off predators. But imagine if those antlers kept growing and growing until they became so heavy that the deer could no longer lift its head from the ground. The very thing meant to save it kills it. For the highly intelligent person, your mind is those heavy antlers. Your brain has developed the ability to analyze, to predict, and to deconstruct reality. But there is no off switch. While the average person can happily focus on the what to eat, what to watch, what to buy, the highly intelligent person is obsessed with the why. Why does this matter? Why are we here? Why is there so much suffering? This is the root of the loneliness. High intelligence strips away the comforting illusions that society runs on. When you see the world with absolute clarity, you see the void. You see that social hierarchies are made up. You see that cultural norms are arbitrary. Zapffe called this cosmic panic. It is the realization that we are a species that knows too much for its own good. And when you try to explain this panic to someone who doesn't have that surplus of consciousness, they look at you like you're crazy. You aren't crazy. You're just the only one in the room who is wide awake. So, how does humanity survive this panic? If the truth of existence is so terrifying, why isn't everyone depressed? Zapffe argued that society is a massive collective conspiracy to repress the truth. He identified 4 specific defense mechanisms, 4 walls that people build to block out the darkness. Understanding these 4 mechanisms is the key to understanding your loneliness. Because while most people use these walls effortlessly, the highly intelligent person often sees right through them. The first mechanism is isolation. This isn't just physical solitude. This is the act of dismissing disturbing thoughts. It's the internal phrase, "Don't think about it." Most people can simply turn off their deep thoughts. They can hear a tragedy on the news and forget it 5 minutes later. But if you have high intelligence, your brain refuses to isolate. You connect the dots. You see the patterns. You can't just not think about it. So, while they move on, you remain stuck in the analysis. The second mechanism is anchoring. This is the most common way people find community. Anchoring is fixing your life to an idea. God, the nation, the family, the political party, the career. People build their entire identity around these anchors. It gives them a sense of purpose and belonging. It makes them feel safe. But here is the curse of the high IQ, skepticism. High intelligence acts like acid to these anchors. You analyze the structure of the religion and find holes. You look at the political party and see corruption. You look at the corporate career and see a hamster wheel. You want to be anchored. You want to belong. But your mind won't let you believe the lie. And so, while everyone else is huddled together around their shared beliefs, you are left drifting alone. The third mechanism is distraction. Zapffe wrote this in the 1930s, but he predicted the modern world perfectly. If we stop moving, the silence comes back. So we fill the silence. Netflix, TikTok, alcohol, gossip, trends, the 24-hour news cycle. Most social bonding is built around shared distraction. Did you see that show? Did you see that game? But for the highly intelligent mind, distraction is temporary. You get bored easily. The small talk feels like torture because it is just noise designed to drown out the silence. You crave depth, but the world offers you volume. This brings us to the harsh reality of your situation. You are lonely because you have failed to maintain the illusions that keep everyone else connected. You have looked behind the curtain. When you try to speak your truth, when you try to talk about the nature of existence or the futility of the daily grind, people pull away. They pull away not because they dislike you, but because you scare them. Your clarity threatens their defense mechanisms. If they listen to you, they might have to face the very things they are working so hard to ignore. So, they label you. You're too intense. You overthink everything. You're a buzzkill. Why can't you just be happy? This leads to a phenomenon called existential masking. The highly intelligent person learns to wear a mask. You learn to mimic the anchors and distractions of others just to survive socially. You nod at the small talk. You pretend to care about the game. But this masking only deepens the loneliness. Because now, even when you are with people, you are hiding who you truly are. You are performing a character called normal, and nobody knows the actor underneath. So, is there a way out? Or are you doomed to a life of isolation? Zapffe offered a fourth solution, the only solution that dignifies the human intellect. He called it sublimation. If isolation is hiding from the fire and distraction is ignoring the fire, sublimation is taking the fire and using it to forge something new. Sublimation is the act of converting your existential pain into creative power. It is the artist painting their nightmare. It is the scientist solving the disease that scares them. It is the writer putting words to the void. Zapffe argues that you must not run from your surplus of consciousness. You must channel it. If you see the tragedy of the world, write a tragedy. If you see the absurdity of society, write comedy. If you feel the crushing weight of the unknown, build a structure of logic and philosophy to hold it up. The reason you feel lonely is that you are holding all this energy inside you, letting it rot. You are trying to be normal when you were built to be generative. The only time the highly intelligent person feels truly at peace is when they are using their mind to create something that didn't exist before. Your intelligence is not a defect. It is raw material, but it is volatile. If you don't use it, it will use you. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Your inability to fit in is not a failure. It is a symptom of a mind that is operating at a higher resolution. You may never feel fully at home in the comfortable illusions of society. You may always be the one standing a little bit apart, watching the herd. But that distance is necessary. That distance is where perspective comes from. Don't try to dull your mind to fit into a smaller world. Build a world that is big enough for your mind. If you want to explore more dark philosophy, psychology, and the tools to build a mind that scares average people, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. We explore the ideas that most people run away from. I'm curious, which of the 4 defense mechanisms do you see most in the world today? Isolation, anchoring, distraction, or sublimation? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.